Okay. Yay. That makes it so much easier. Okay. It looks like it's working. We're getting somewhere. Do we have audio? Do we have audio? Is it their audio? Is there audio? Audio. 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 That way back there. That's like a minute behind or something. You think it'll catch up live if I refresh it? If I refresh it, will it go live? What's happening? What's happening? Audio. Audio. Do we have audio? We have audio. Oh, look at the stupid thing with the stupid thing. With the stupid thing with the stupid thing. I'm smoking weed. Alright, it's going to be way behind. Just going to be behind. That's what it's going to do. Whatever. I'm smoking weed now. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? I'm smoking weed now. Hello? Is there anybody in there? See, I think I'm like a minute behind. Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Relax, relax, relax. Just a little pinprick. That'll keep you going for the show. Come on, it's time to go. Okay. Okay. Is it good weed? This is the Northwest. Is it good weed? That's hilarious. This is frickin' Seattle. I've seen a couple shitty bags of weed, but I personally have never bought a shitty bag of weed in Seattle. I can tell you that. And I grew this myself, so. Okay, so did you guys watch the debate? I watched the debate, kind of. It was so stupid. It was so stupid. I couldn't get. I mean, they're both giant liars. I got that out of it. You know, Trump looked a lot more like, stressed out than I expected him to look. He looked like he was really kind of on the defensive constantly, where it doesn't seem like, if you're the president, you don't really need to be on the defensive. Hey, I'm the president. Fuck you guys. I mean, if I was president, especially if, I'm like this Donald Trump character who's like bigger than life, I'd be like, I'm president. Fuck you guys. It doesn't matter what happens here. I'm fucking president. Fuck you guys. But he seems all fucking uptight. So, Joe Biden is a horrible candidate. Everybody expected a moment when Joe Biden just was like a deer in the headlights, right? But I don't think we got anything like that. When Donald Trump, said that Hunter Biden was thrown out of the military because of cocaine use, that kind of come out of left field, and it didn't seem to throw off Joe Biden at all. So I guess that was a plus for Joe, but that's a pretty fucking low bar, right? You expect Joe Biden to just not be able to handle it, and he handles it. So and he's a professional politician, so. But I didn't. Basically, I see the same people. I see really shitty people. I see really shitty people that want to fucking act like they're going to lead us to a better tomorrow. And I would hate to be a young person looking to these people and thinking, yeah, they're going to lead us to a better tomorrow. Joe Biden, is not going to lead us to a better tomorrow. Joe Biden has already had the chance to lead us to a better tomorrow and chose a different path, for those of you who are new. As far as Donald Trump, he really couldn't care less about the people, okay? I don't know how anyone can think anything else. He cares about Donald Trump. It's all he's ever cared about, and he's full of shit, and Joe Biden's full of shit, and to see, and to see the people in the streets, right? And these people have good attitude. They're standing up against a corrupt, heavily armed, trigger happy, comply or die police state, and they're dancing in the street. Right? And they're smiling and they're high-fiving each other. Neither one of those people on the stage tonight acted to me as if they were concerned for these people in the slightest. They acted far more concerned about the police state and keeping it firmly in place than anything that might be happening to these people on the street, crying for justice. Okay, so I don't see anything worthwhile in either one of those people. I would like to vote for my for my dog for president. I think Rufus would make an excellent president. I don't think he would try and push anything on anyone, except for maybe some off-leash shit. But he's got this whole black dogs' lives matter thing going on, and the leash is kind of like a whole slavery thing for him. So we try and do off leash as much as possible. But we have to be careful. People drive like crazy people, man. We were walking through a parking lot today, and there's just cars everywhere, and they just backing out right into us, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I know you have cameras. I see how new your car is. I know you have cameras. What the fuck is wrong with you? But people are in a very strange place. There is no doubt about that. They got Eugene, Oregon in the house. Look at Eugene. Showing up to the party. You go, babies. So glad to see Eugene. Eugene is an awesome place to spend a weekend if you guys get a chance. As a killer little college party town. Let's see. So, anyways, that's what I got out of the debate. Is that there really wasn't a whole lot to get out of the debate. That's what I saw. I saw, self-absorbed people who felt like they, like people don't know who they are, and that they're supposed to, introduce themselves to people. Everybody knows who Joe Biden is. Everybody who's been around for any amount of time knows who Joe Biden is. Everybody knows who Donald Trump is. And to expect anything from either one of them is just idiotic. I don't know why we can't come up with better people in these United States to show the world that that we're not completely incompetent. That it's not some kind of fucking shell game. oh, here's the new boss, same as the old boss, you know, um, because I'm really tired of this. I don't know why we don't have a person with a scientific mind talking about brilliant ideas for our future. Why don't we have that? Because I know that's what the people would like. I'm pretty sure that's what the people would like. I don't think they want some bully who just pushes people around. I don't think that's what they want. And if they do, then America is a really, really sad place, and I find that unfortunate, and a reality that I'm not willing to accept at this time, and I don't believe these people in the street are willing to accept it either. Because there's so much potential here for a bright future. Again, we're the big brain, upright, tippy top of the food chain on this planet. We can make happen anything we can imagine, and the only reason that we're not doing that is because the people at the top are holding us back from making that happen. How are they holding us back from making that happen? By giving us leadership like Joe Biden. For the last 40 years. That's how they've kept us, and now somehow the Democrats think that this is the best foot forward, is this guy that's been misleading us for 40 fucking years, right? Like none of us, like there's not a YouTube, like nobody knows, the super predator fucking bullshit, 3 strikes you're out, garbage that Joe Biden fucking pushed onto our society. Joe Biden bolstered this police state with the help of Barack Obama, more than Dick Cheney and George W. Bush ever dreamed of. Okay? Barack Obama militarized these police officers in your local police departments as much as he possibly could. Gave them every grant and every penny they could to buy military-style weapons and prepare for martial law. That's what Joe Biden has done up till now. And we're supposed to expect different. And he's already made it really clear that he doesn't feel like marijuana should be legalized, that we should study it. So there's no difference here. There's no, this one guy and this other clone that looks slightly different and sounds slightly different, so that he can, appeal to this audience and he can appeal to this audience. Maybe I'm wrong about everything. I don't know. That's just the way I see it. If anybody wants to call, the number is 805-669-6397. Craig is taking calls. Craig, you're taking calls, right? Okay, Craig's taking calls, and the number is right there on the screen. You can call. We can discuss it. I didn't get anything out of the debate. I didn't get anything out of the debate at all. Nothing. What I got was that, neither one of these men are statesmen. That's for sure. If we can't find more competent people in these United States to represent us as the shiny beacon on the hill that we are supposed to be, then we're in a lot of fucking trouble. Okay? Because these guys, they're just status quo. They're not anything new. Hello, caller.
Hey, Mox, it's Dave from New York.
What's up, Dave?
I'm not voting.
Did you watch the debate?
I'm not going to vote. I watched as much as I could stomach. I bailed. I was like, it turned into a total shit show between two 80-year-old men arguing over how to tie their shoes. It's ridiculous.
I couldn't get anything out of it.
This is insulting.
I couldn't get anything out of it at all.
It was insulting to... There's 350 million people in this country.
At least.
You telling me this is the two that you're deciding between who's going to be leading this? Like, this is... After all this stuff, right? After all the things we've, done, right? All the things we've been through, all the people that are here, these are the two you came up with. Are you kidding me? I could find two better guys 5 minutes tomorrow at a mall somewhere, I mean,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
It's horrible.
Ridiculous.
It's horrible. And we're supposed to be the shiny beacon on the hill to the rest of the world, to set the example. And you still there? Well, I guess we lost him. Sorry about that, Dave. I don't know what happened. I was trying to get a dab ready, and maybe the microphone bumped the phone or something when I was scratching off a dab. I don't know. I might have hung up on Dave. Sorry about that if I did, Dave. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I didn't get anything out of this and maybe it's not that I didn't get anything out of it. Maybe Dave's pointing this out. It's not that I didn't get anything out of it so much as that what I got out of it was that there's no hope for tomorrow with this kind of people in charge. Hello, caller.
Hey, Mox. I think it was me. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still on a flip phone.
Cool.
Obama phone, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, they give you. They'll take $1 billion, but they'll give us. Hey, here's a phone.
Yeah.
Can have a. Oh, we're taking your grandmother and we're going to take your cousins, but here's a phone. You're going to put your kids in some cages.
A cheap phone is a cheap phone, man.
It works.
Yeah. I had a cheap phone for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I couldn't afford it.
Yeah. It's like, then you listen to a few guys that know about tech, and it's like, I don't need that. No, I don't need that. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I guess that was my only take. Is just this is ridiculous. You can find two 80-year-old guys arguing about stuff, like almost on any street corner in America, and it sounds exactly what we heard tonight. And
I think you might have a good point there. I think you might have a pretty valid point. Yeah. I don't know. Look, what I like I said, I really couldn't get anything out of it except for that neither one of those guys are about these people that are in the street, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, I heard you say that, and I thought, man, he's exactly right. That is exactly right. There's stuff going on. They want to ignore, deflect, and yeah, they just want to ignore and deflect what's actually going on instead of, you could have said, there's so many things that a guy could say, right, if you had that podium, right? Are you kidding me? There's so many things you could say, there's so many ways you could handle it.
For me, it would just be a nonstop plea for a better tomorrow, that we can do better, and we could have these ideas, we have the best people in the world, and we can have them working on these great ideas for a better, brighter future, but that's not, I didn't hear anything like that. No. And that's the signature thing, because, there's tons of people out there that got tons of great ideas. You don't hear them at this level of politics because they don't want nothing to do with that. It doesn't pay the bills for them, and it doesn't, fill the donation boxes and whatnot. I don't know why people are still sending. I don't know why these people are sending the money. I don't even. I don't know what's going on with the people that are thinking, this is. I never understand, Dave, why somebody would give a billionaire money,
Exactly.
Yeah, if you want to do this, you got plenty of money, dude, go ahead, And the truth is, with fucking YouTube and the internet, if you really were a great candidate, I think you could go on YouTube almost exclusively and get the whole world behind you.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I think so too. And it looked like, in the beginning, you think, well, who are these people? Immediately, Buttigieg out, no way. It doesn't take much to vet that guy, right? And then you look at Andrew Yang was the only guy, that stood out to me. I've always liked Bernie's policy, but Bernie's old too, get a young Bernie. There's Andrew Yang. He's got all the, he had the young crowd. He could have easily, but you could just slowly see him getting stuck into the mud that they drag you into when
Yeah.
you get
Well,
into this stuff.
the one thing about Andrew Yang, thanks MC. The one thing about Andrew Yang is that he was like I was saying, he is always talking about what we can do to create a better tomorrow, and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just don't
yeah,
get that out of these guys. I
yeah.
mean,
No.
they're like, oh, I'm not going to defund the police. We're going to give the police more money. Great.
Memo to the American people: if you're looking for fresh ideas for young people, you may want to just avoid most 80-year-old men that are very rich and never wanted for anything in their lives.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my thought on it. I wouldn't even. That category would be such an outlier that anybody that would emerge from it would be a miracle, not standard fare. No, I mean, are you kidding? It's like back in the day with New York. We have 30 million people in New York. I don't know what Arkansas's got, but they got like maybe 8. I don't even know if they. I don't think they even have 10 million. I don't think they even have 6. I don't know. But somehow we had to outsource one of our only 2 senators to Arkansas. And it was like, are you kidding me? And I think at that point, I've just, I really haven't voted much because I said, oh, man, come on now. I'll be active in other areas. My vote is not my most active source of involvement.
Again, look, Dave, they don't put forth inspirational people. I mean,
No.
if they put forth someone that you're like, wow, this person has, really makes you motivated to vote, then maybe you'd actually go and vote.
Right. I voted for Obama the first time because I said that was really my fuck you vote. I said, oh, beautiful, a black dude, that you're done, you got it. And sure enough, when the Jade Helm exercise, the black president sending espionage troops into Texas and all that, they ran around. He activated the so-called militia of Texas. These goons. What a joke. What a joke. I thought that was hilarious. So at least I got that out of it. That was about it. But yeah, it just.
Well, we got Occupy out of Obama. That was pretty good. Occupy was awesome, dude.
Occupy was okay. It was over. What was there? Over 800 people. I think it was the final tally. Over 800 people put in jail.
Oh, I don't.
They descended on the. During Obama, they descended on the tent city in. I think it was Boston. One day they went in there and just cleared that. I mean, they just let them stay, and then one day they just said, "Okay, this is it." And they just went in there and just tore that place up. And,
right.
He left Standing Rock right on Trump's doorstep. I didn't appreciate that. I definitely didn't appreciate the way he handles drones. There's a lot of things. No, I don't. Corporate. Obama was corporate, but when you diminish the choices, this choice is so diminished.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that the only choice is no choice on this one. This is ridiculous. This is sick, actually. Sick,
it's insulting. That's the thing. It's insulting. Again, that's when you say, I don't want to vote. I'm not voting. It's because to choose someone so insulting is almost like to sell a piece of your soul, And so of course you don't want to vote. Fuck that. That's just, these people are horrible, but you have to look at it too, and you have to wonder, is that what they want? Is that what, because that's what I keep thinking, is that's one of the things that they want, is they just want people to go, fuck it, I'm done, I'm out. I can't take this bullshit anymore. It's so insulting. Why would I want anything to do with it anymore? It makes me feel stupid. It dumbs me down. I'm tired of it.
Well, we do have a training problem with leadership because everything in our schools is geared towards corporate profiteering. So if we don't train leaders properly, and boy, they scoop them up. You ever look into like gifted children's schools and things like this? Boy, you'll find. Look at the board who sits on the boards of these schools. They make sure they corral all the gifted people in this country. Make sure. If you ever notice, they used to have all these specials with the child geniuses, right? They say, "Oh my God, look at this kid! He's only 10 years old. He just graduated from MIT."
Right.
In nuclear physics, it's like, and then you never hear from that kid again. They're gone because they swallow them up. I've actually met a few of these people, and I was instantly disgusted, and they were very repelled by me, of course, because all you got to do is ask 2 or 3 questions, and they're like, oh, invader. So this is the problem with our leadership is they've closed it off, and we need to break that wall down and bust through it, just like we're doing, in the cities. It's going to have to be the same thing there. But you've got to have qualified, trained leaders because, not for nothing, it is a big job to run try to grease the wheels of 350 million people and keep them from killing each other. Not that hard of a job, but it does take some skill and charisma and training. But we could train very ethical leaders pretty easily. I mean, we've got great people here. There's a lot of good people. You're going to tell me we don't have the resources? We totally have the resources. That's definitely not the problem. We can do better than this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, it's not that we don't have good people. I love this country, man. Right. It's not that we don't have good people. It's that we have these evil motherfuckers who are called the party elders. And they're this elitist fucking cunts who think that they control everything and they're going to decide who you vote for, not you.
Yeah.
And that's why we get people like Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden,
That's right. That's right. In the last one, I said Hillary stole it from Bernie and then Trump stole it from Hillary. That's exactly what happened, in my opinion. That's what I saw. That's what I was looking at. But and it's just so now it's this. We're entering into this age where these types are using the tech to, that actually becomes weaponized. So. Our ability to communicate should be something beautiful, not something that's weaponized and used in such a nasty manner. The internet should not be a nasty place, and you watch these chats on the different channels, you watch all these places, and people are on there and they're just so freaking nasty. It's like, are you kidding me? This is what you woke up today and this is what you decided was a good idea. Yeah. I think I'll just go swear at everybody for 6 hours. It's like, really? I mean, this is your idea of a productive day, or this is your idea of getting an education or interacting with, social media. I just don't. I think that's some of that has to have been engineered because you see the same things over and over and over and over. And if I see it in one place and then I go to another place and I hear the same exact thing, well, that to me speaks of, just engineering or
programming,
what they would call. Yeah, it's contagious too. Hate is contagious. That's an easy thing to spread.
Right, and people want to fit in, and they want to say the right things, and in the right groups, and it's
the hate guys group up real quick. But and the other guys, like the idea people, they don't group up as quick because they're out there trying to find ideas, find people of like mind. It's a little more difficult. The hate guys, it's easy to group up, and it's real easy to group up if you want to do that.
Yeah, I agree. There seems to be this natural, I think it's some kind of, the hate is misperceived as like strength or something, and then people are drawn to that because, it's scary times and we need strong people around us.
It's the new smoking cigarettes in high school. You say things to fit in, you get a group, and then it just takes on its own personality. and you just have this shared thing. But if you break it down, you have these people alone. If you ever get face to face or know their real names, which never happens either. If you ever, if I'm standing there talking to a guy, right, who's a hater, and it's just me and him one-on-one, oh, it's a whole different conversation, right, than if he's standing behind all of his buddies, with the goons in the front. It's definitely a different game. And you can talk some sense into them. But
I say the same.
Online,
I say the same thing about cops. Were you just talking about cops?
Oh yeah, cops. Yeah, that would be the same.
I say
exactly the same immature mentality.
As individuals, you can deal with them, but when there's more than one of them, man, it becomes very difficult to deal with the cop.
Yeah, although I have met a few cops. I've met some excellent police, like guys that were born to do this. They understand humanity at such a level. I'm like, holy shit, this guy could have been a doctor of psychology and a warrior in the army at the same time. That's a perfect cop to me. And but I've also met some cops that are just like, whoa, who hired this dude? Holy shit, yeah, one-on-one. The crazy Christian cops are, whoa, they got spirals in their eyes, man. I get nervous around them, dude. It's like, whoa, really? Okay, so I think you need some more basic training.
Yeah, cops need a lot more training. I think they need to work a lot less and do a lot more training. That's what I think.
Yeah, they need way more training. I took the test at one time, actually, and I was surprised because there was, at the time, I think, in the city I was in, it was 200 people taking the test. A lot of them had gone to college for like 2 years. I just grabbed the book, right, studied the book for like a week, showed up at the test. I think I scored, it was 8 out of the 200. I was like, are you kidding? And I'm not, super smart. I wasn't like the big smart guy in school or anything. And but I looked around like, wow. And, I didn't get hired, but I would pass that vetting procedure because they ask questions, and I don't lie. So,
yeah.
Did you ever smoke marijuana? Of course, I smoked marijuana. I used to sell it. I grew it. Sure, why not? You're not.
You want some?
But it was fun taking the test. Did you ever steal anything? Yeah, I was 10 years old. I had my first armed robbery. Didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, it's crazy. But, yeah, that's my dad. I agree with, I think the take is, it was insulting. That's what I got.
Right on, Dave. Well, it's good to hear from you. Thanks for the input.
Right. Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, Mox. See you.
And that's Dave from New York. Let's see. So and again, I think that I keep asking myself, is this the programming? Is this what they want? Is for you to feel insulted by these? Why can't we have better people than this to fill the most important position in the world, right? Why can't we have Americans that are? I don't understand why we have to have professional politicians and billionaires as the leaders in this country. I'm sick of it, and I think that other people are sick of it too. I think that's why a lot of these people are in the streets, and they might not even know that's why they're in the streets. Because they're tired of these horrible politicians. Then again, they're all against the mayors that are in their cities. They started a recall petition against Mayor Jenny Durkin for using chemical weapons on protesters during a plague. So, I wouldn't sell these protesters too short. They may just look like they're out dancing in the street. But, they're there for a righteous reason. And if you have a righteous reason to be in the street, you might as well dance while you're there. I'm sure a lot of people can agree with that. So there's beautiful baby. Eugene is the place to be tonight. I'm glad we're there. So if anybody else has anything to say about the debate, again, I really didn't get anything out of the debate. What I got out of the debate was that you know, they're just talking over each other. You know, neither one of these guys is a statesman. Neither one of them seems like a good person. You know, comes across as good people. And I don't know. I just think we should be able to do better than this. I would think that would be obvious to anybody. And that's why we have to get rid of these stupid, left, right, Republican, Democrat parties. We just can't continue to act like this is the best we can do. Hello, caller.
Hey, Mike, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing good. How are you?
I am doing great. I'm doing fine. And unlike normal times, I have not done any research at all before I called you this evening.
Have you been smoking marijuana?
Yes.
That's the most important research.
Marijuana.
That's the most important research of all, Chris.
I know, and especially after I started my marijuana farm. So, and I'm also eating sauerkraut with chopsticks.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I've never done that before.
It's fun and it's delicious. But I called you because I noticed you had a program after the debate, and I did watch the debate. I watched it thoroughly from beginning to end. I did not take notes, but I discussed it with my younger brother as it was going on via text, something I've never done before. And I did have a lot of impressions about the debate. Man, democracy is dead. And if you don't believe democracy is dead in the United States, you just need to rewatch that fucking debate from beginning to end, and you will know that any kind of semblance of what you would call democracy in the United States is fucking dead. Dead as a doornail, as they say, the parlance in America. Dead. Dead on arrival. It's fucking dead.
Well, elaborate.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me start, for starters, go back to the debate in 1860 between Abraham Lincoln and Stephen Douglas, which is, generally considered the beginning of debate in American culture. And it was originally a Senate debate in Illinois. I think I've talked about this before, but they went to like 7 or 8 places around the state. And they debated about the Senate race, like the U.S. Senate from the state of Illinois, right prior, like 1856, right prior to the election before the Civil War. And the way they debated, Mike, is they would spend 8 fucking hours, 8 hours, standing outside of a building, debating between each other without a moderator about a single subject for the entire day. So hypothetically, in this case, it would be, imagine Joe Biden and Donald Trump talking about criminal justice reform for 8 hours without Chris Wallace interjecting his idea.
Right. I've said this before. I really believe that the presidential debates should be an endurance event.
Yeah. Over many discussions about many things, this is an important position. It requires that we really vet these people, and that the American public takes it seriously. All right. But none of that is happening. So they debated for 8 hours at a time over, let's say, the issue of slavery. Stephen Douglas would argue for slavery, and Abraham Lincoln would argue against it. And they would go with these time where they would give each other like allotted time, 15 minutes you, 15 minutes me, and not interrupt each other. And the most fascinating thing about the Lincoln-Douglas debates is that the audience was able to understand what the hell they were talking about and follow the arguments for 8 hours at a time. And the amazing thing about those debates is people would congregate where these people were arguing with each other, Stephen Douglas and Abraham Lincoln, and that they were willing to understand what they were saying. And I think we've reached a point with 240 characters, with 4 video games on your phone, with 5 social media platforms that you're always engaged in, that I think we've almost reached a point where Americans are not even functionally able to participate in the democratic process to begin with. And secondly, the democratic process isn't even real. We did not watch a debate. We watched a spectacle where a man asked a bunch of questions. Chris Wallace asked a bunch of questions. And then he let them do whatever he wanted them to do. It isn't as though they discussed a topic for 2 hours, like, say, foreign policy. Why is Russia such and such? Why is China so-and-so? Why are we at war in the Middle East? None of that happened at all. Nothing.
Yeah, did they have any questions about Russia? No, I guess they had
or
a little
Syria,
bit, but they were kind of
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they were kind of stupid questions, though.
Yeah, and the moderator allowed them to run roughshod over each other. Okay, so my impressions of what I saw, Mike, were I think I described it as World Wrestling Federation meets debate, right? WWF puts on a debate.
Yeah.
And then I extended the argument a little bit further and said not only was it like a spectacle, like a wrestling debate, a wrestling match, right? But first of all, you have Donald Trump, who is a professional fucking wrestler who had a television program for 10 years called The Apprentice, right? A master of fucking being an asshole. And then you have Joe Biden in the other corner, right? Who's just like, fuck, he can barely speak. He looks like a worm. He looks like Yertle the turtle. The dude, like, can't even keep a thought in his brain, and he's supposed to be, like, the best we got. He's Apollo Creed against this other guy, Rocky or something, or the other way around, it's Rocky against Apollo Creed, right? That's the great white hope, is fucking Joe Biden.
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me? So Trump, my brother, who told me, ironically, like, yesterday, he lives in San Francisco, and yesterday he said he's going to vote for Biden, right? He knows how I feel about all of this. And I said, well, you got to do whatever you got to do, you know. But he's like, I just can't stand the hate speech anymore. He goes, I can't stand the hate. He said this before the debate. I can't stand the fact that, like, our politics has been reduced to this, like, hate speech, and I don't want it anymore. So, but he goes, he realizes that Biden is the same thing, but that's the only reason that he's going to do it, right? Because he's just sick of, like, having to see Donald Trump in his rhetoric.
Yeah.
Basically, that was what he said.
Yeah.
And
it's
like,
understandable.
well,
I mean, he just acts like a bully constantly, you know.
Yeah, he's a total asshole. But he kind of, in a way, we murder people all over the world.
Right.
Like I mean, like the big royal we, like, with our tax dollars and stuff, right? And fucking Joe Biden, he's fucking killed way more people than Donald Trump, man. We're talking like 4, 5, 6 wars. Yugoslavia, Iraq 1, Afghanistan, Iraq 2, Libya, Somalia, Yemen, that's all like Joe Biden's fingerprints and crap. In the Cold War, like installing these right-wing governments in Eastern Europe and acting like it's a big victory for democracy and moving NATO right to the very edge of Russia and acting like, well, that's all cool and everything. That's Joe Biden being a warmonger. Those people suck. So fuck them. That's my general attitude about the Democrats and the Republicans. Donald Trump is just as bad, no more or less.
Yeah, they're horrible. This is, I mean, we just it's again, having to support one or the other it leaves such a bad taste in your mouth. I think that's got to be part of the plan. Is they don't want people to vote, It's because these are like, how could I possibly support either one of these people? That's like selling my soul to the devil in some way.
It's kind of sad, too, because I noticed a couple of times during the debate that Joe Biden was appealing to the suburban voter. I think at one point in the debate he clearly said voters in the suburbs. He's appealing to the suburban voter, which was Hillary Clinton's strategy that failed in 2016. So he's literally repeating a failed strategy, which means I don't give a goddamn about the working class. I care about the suburban managerial class, and I want their support because I know they vote. I know that the poor have already lost all confidence in the system. Therefore, I'm going out to the suburbs for votes. But what he doesn't understand is that the Republicans control the suburbs. It's like two gangs, right, moving into the same place, right? And, like, the Republicans own the fucking lot. And the Democrats are going there and they're acting like Republicans, and they're willing to change their whole party platform from being a pro-working class platform, as they say, to being basically a corporate shell for these people who work and live in the suburbs. That's what I see going on. And that means we live in a fascist country, as far as I'm concerned, because
Right.
if the Democratic Party and the Republican Party both represent corporate interest, which they do, and they both accept money, like you go to websites like OpenSecrets.org, you see who gives them the money. You know they get the money from these people. You know it's a quid pro quo, this for that, tit for tat, favor for favor kind of shit that goes on, right? It's just the way the world works, right? It's the way it works in America.
And that's exactly what the politician would say to you. This is the way the world works. Grow up.
Yeah, and what the fuck am I supposed to do? If Raytheon or Boeing or Lockheed Martin gives me a bunch of money, you don't think I'm voting for the defense authorization bill? What planet do you live on? Are we going to win the election in 2022?
Right.
You know, they're disgusting human beings. You know, I mean, and that's a thing you can say about politicians, right, generally. But, I mean, I'm not making that argument. I'm just saying that specifically Democrats and Republicans, by their national platforms, which they claim to abide by, and by the leadership of those two parties, do not deserve your vote, support in any way, shape, manner whatsoever. Therefore, like when you have local elections, you don't vote for the state senator, but then you go a step further and you send them a letter and say, the reason I didn't vote for you, because you're a warmonger.
Yep. I
know?
hear
And
that.
if more
man.
people did that, if 1,000 people in every town did that and said, you could have won that last election, but you know what, we're going to sit through a Republican for 2 years, and I'm okay with that, because you're a fucking warmonger. I think the world might change, you know? Maybe, maybe not, who knows?
We got, man. I want it. Look, something's going to happen, okay? Because we can't just continue down this road. There's just all this like pressure that's building up, right? So you can see that something's building here. So change is in the wind, my brother.
Oh, I agree. Since I didn't read any articles or give any links, I just want to share something with you besides just whatever the story of the day. So I have been working at this cannabis farm, 30 miles south of Olympia, for the last month, and it's been a very positive experience, Mike. It's been a very positive experience. Every aspect of the plant, you know, from taking cuttings and starting 2-inch cuttings to like doing trimming of the plant when it's like about 6 inches tall, to doing another set of like trimming when it's like about 2 feet tall, to placing the trellis over it and harvesting the plant, processing the plant, and drying the plant, all of that, and in large quantities. So I have noticed some things, from my observations, of course. And it's amazing how the state regulations are hindering the farmer, I think. I'm not, this, I'm a Marxist. You know this, right? So I'm not really a big fan of like making business more efficient and everything necessarily, to make money. But there are many examples on the farm that I've noticed where like it's just waste. So like they're destroying leaf and they're destroying, buds that could be culled better, so on and so forth, in a huge compost pile. And the compost pile is kind of close to their garden because they have a limited amount of space, because the state says they only have to have so many square feet, so they can't have their compost bin outside of this facility because they have to maximize every, square foot of space in the facility. And there's just different things that I noticed that are regulations that are imposed by the state that make it more onerous, including like their, security system and all of those things. So I kind of, I don't know. I'm sure that herb could be much less expensive if the producer was allowed to manufacture herb as much as they wanted to
If it wasn't so overly ridiculously regulated.
Yeah. And of course, if home growers were allowed to grow in Washington State, and we're one of the few states that doesn't allow, people to grow in their home, in their residence, cannabis, then I imagine even more the price would drop more, because the enthusiast wouldn't be so concerned about whatever the regular supply or whatnot from the store. And but the flip side of it is there'd be a whole new industry that would grow out of that. Right?
There'd be a lot of industries that would grow out of it. This is a completely untapped, totally renewable resource. It can just dominate so many different fucking fields.
I would like to do marijuana landscaping. I would love to get paid to put ornamental plants in people's yards and intersperse cannabis plants in their yards and manage them for the summer for a set rate, and say, like, you pay me X amount to maintain your landscape, and I'll also maintain your marijuana crop for you. So I know there's a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting idea. I was telling you that the place where I get my medical, this year, because of the COVID, you just do it over the phone, and it's like $150. So, and you don't pay until after they approve you. So.
Mm-hmm. So the other thing I've noticed about this farm is maybe out of 40 employees, only 2 of them wear masks. And most of the employees are very, very, very skeptical of COVID-19. Extremely skeptical. And so that's the environment. It's a very open environment as far as viruses are concerned. It doesn't trouble me very much because I more or less agree with them.
A mask isn't going to protect you anyways. I mean, it just doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. And whatever. I am, like I said, getting a bunch of different perspectives, which I have gleaned, from these small towns around Olympia for a long time, because I've lived here for a long time, and I'm familiar with the culture. But the more time I spend in the culture, the more I get to see a different perspective. And these are children from small towns that are underdeveloped, and they end up not having economic opportunity. So one way that legalization of marijuana has supposedly benefited these communities is by providing them with jobs. But unfortunately, they are relatively low-paying jobs. However, I think if they lifted some of the regulations that they're imposing on these businesses, that they could probably pay higher wages or be more efficient and have more workers.
I just really the only real regulations that you need are about concerning electricity and in my opinion
safety
and
labor,
and pesticides. You want to be really
just like any other nursery, basically.
Well, you want to be really clear on what pesticides are being used and what's allowed and what's being used. Like I was looking on somebody's website last night. I'm not going to say what their name was, but they were using this one pesticide in their growing process, and I was like, oh, I don't like that one. So
yeah, no, I wouldn't like that either. So yeah, I haven't seen a lot of applications of pesticides. They've used some fungicides, and they also use insects. They'll use insects, which I like. So they seem to be, whatever. I'm sure many growers are that way. Most people recognize that growing organically or outdoors.
No, I love the idea of using insects. I haven't done it successfully. I put
insects.
Yeah, I put a bunch of ladybugs on my plants one year, and they just seemed to congregate all in one spot and be like having a mass orgy or something. I don't know.
So I did harvest the Wi-Fi autoflower. Thank you.
Oh, I gave you a
And
Gorilla Glue.
that's right. You gave me a Gorilla Glue. That's correct. I apologize for misstating it. So I harvested the Gorilla Glue, and it looks like all combined, I'll get about 2 ounces of leaf and bud out of it.
Huh. Did the flowers mature enough to get something you can smoke?
I can smoke it. They're not fully developed buds, but I can smoke it. The two other plants, the sour diesels that I started in June, are doing much better. And I had to pull these inside, not because it was 68 or 75 days or whatnot, but because of the rain. We had a week of rain,
Yeah.
and they just and I couldn't leave it out in the sun anymore because it was just accumulating water.
Yeah.
So I brought it in, and it also was through its cycle. It wasn't going to develop anymore. I waited just until they were opening and got it just right, and brought it in. It's fine. It's perfect. But I'm really looking forward to the sour diesels, which are still out there
Cool.
in the yard. And so I have two of them, and I also learned that lesson, and I kind of have learned it from this farm as well, about larger containers. So I had two sour diesels. One was like in say a 7-gallon container, and the other was like in a 10-gallon container. And they were started at the exact same time, and they're in the exact same location, and they received the exact same amount of fertilizer.
Uh-huh.
So I'm pretty sure that it's the larger container that enabled the second plant to grow larger. It did grow larger, substantially larger.
Oh yeah, they grow bigger in the bigger pots.
Yeah. So I maybe I need to just grow 3 or 4 plants in large containers, and then I think I'm learning. Like I said, I'm learning every day, and there's a lot of what's the word? Cannabis enthusiasts who are the gardeners where I work.
Oh,
so
cool.
I'm learning from them as well.
Right on.
And a lot of people today. It's funny because when you have 15 potheads cleaning weed over 5 tables, you can hear all kinds of crazy conversations in the background. And today I heard the conversation that coconut oil was preferable to butter. And it reminded me a lot of our friend from Rhode Island. So shout out there. and
he would agree, definitely.
The person was advocating for coconut oil as being more versatile and easier than dealing with butter. That was their choice. And the other person was advocating for butter. It was kind of an interesting discussion. They have a hash making machine in the background. So as I'm cleaning weed, it sounds like a washing machine every 30 seconds, going ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung.
Like
ka-chung.
bubble hash, huh? So, like bubble hash?
Yeah, like bubble hash.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. And I don't know, I probably went through 14 or 15 bins of large tubs of cannabis, cleaning it today. 4 different varieties, different kinds of varieties.
Yeah. You have a favorite?
This has always been hard, and I mentioned this to you and Craig as well, that it's this whole naming thing, right, of what these plants are named and what they really are, but I really haven't had a chance to smoke a lot of their products. The last product that I bought was from a dispensary in Shelton, and it was called Blue Dream. It's 22%, and I traded with my coworker and got 4 bags of different kinds of herbs because he's a grower. So, I do like that as well, although that, I would rather support people who are gardeners than support people who are vendors, if I had a choice.
It's cool. I think if you get somebody who's doing it at home, you're probably going to get a better product 90% of the time than what you get out of the stores.
I know what it is and what's great, everything about it, and all of the conditions that it was grown in, all of that. So,
yeah.
So I'm really happy about that. But varieties that they grow are so exotic that it's strange. You could look at a catalog of 50 different flowers, and I bet you 6 of them would look completely different than the other 6. Literally, completely different looking flowers. So that's what I've really discovered, is that the genetics are so extreme that like they can make this plant, the flower, look so different.
And that's
So
what
like
that's what
peyote,
I've discovered too about growing is that it's just people say it's a weed, man, anybody can grow weed, but I don't want to grow weed. I've discovered
yeah,
I want to grow pretty flowers. I really want to grow
yeah, it's
pretty
like an
flowers.
orchid or a
Yeah,
dahlia or something like
right,
that. It's like where every
right.
one of them is unique and it's all genetics,
Yeah,
and
and some of them are
that's what I'm kind of
hypnotically
discovering.
beautiful.
But because the names are all like they're all named after like candies and sweet treats,
Uh-huh.
it becomes really complicated when you try to look at for me to try and remember the genetics, which is why I said I kind of wish it would be like a number-based system or like Latin, like most plants, botanists name plants with a Latin name, so that you can identify the plant and its lineage.
Hmm.
And with these names, it just becomes crazy, you know. That's what I've noticed.
The breeders, the guys who grow, who make the seeds, man, those guys are the coolest.
So
They
some of the
know every little nuance about every every little detail about their flowers, man.
some of the strains that I cleaned today were like Miracle Whip was one of them.
Oh yeah,
Duct Tape, Duct
duct
Tape is
tape. That's
another
a good one.
one.
That's like a
Wedding Cake is another one.
wow.
Orange Cake is another one. Lemon Dosey Dose is another one. Gelato is another one. So those are some of the plants that I worked with today.
And if you were gonna do
And
like a massive product testing of just one of them, which one would you want to do?
you know what? I would say the Duct Tape or the Miracle Whip, based on the smell.
Huh. The duct tape, I think, is a Loctite cross. Loctite, that's one of my. I really like that strain.
But that has a unique smell to it,
Hmm.
and so does the. Anyway, so yeah, so not only does the flower look completely different, but also the fragrances are completely different as well. So it's a very complicated plant. And I don't think that should discourage people like me who are like amateur gardeners who are trying to learn about growing cannabis, right? I think, you should grow cannabis if you can. And whatever seeds you have, you should use those seeds and not be worried about it and just do it. I think that Nike slogan, just do it, is the right thing to do when it comes to cannabis growing.
And you know what? If it doesn't come out great, like I was asking Chris when he was saying that he harvested the Gorilla Glue, I was saying, did it come out smokable? If it doesn't come out smokable, you just put it in the crock pot and you have brownies for a couple of months.
Edibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out fine. So anyway, don't have overly high expectations, but also it's like they're so exotic. Like these flowers are so unique and different. It's impossible to. I don't know. It's not impossible, but it would take a lot of time,
Are you
and you'd have to
seeing
like watch the plant.
are you seeing any of them that are pink at all?
Colors I've seen. Yeah, I've seen reds and oranges and lime greens and dark greens and purples, and I've seen some pink, not pink flowers, but pink tints.
Yeah.
Like I would say in the top cola, I've seen pink tints, but lime green and purple are popular colors. Yeah. Anyway, so the cannabis farm has been fun, and I've been learning things, and that's been an amazing experience. And in another sense, it's been kind of therapeutic for me because I'm not wasting my time necessarily obsessed with the selection, which is fraudulent and fake and a joke, and is absorbing all of the time in the mainstream media as well. So I don't think there's much to glean from the mainstream media. I know you took a break recently, and I'm glad that you came back this week for a couple programs.
Yeah, tomorrow night is a new South Park episode. We're going to do a show after tomorrow night, too, after the South Park.
It's about the plague, right?
It's a pandemic special, 1 hour long.
Okay, so where can I watch that episode on the computer?
Probably on southparkstudios.com. They have
And
every episode.
they might have it on there.
They have every episode on there, except for the most recent season. But they always post the show. That the night that they do the show, they always post that show that night, and then they leave it up there for like a week or 2 weeks, and then they take it down.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
And what time is the program on tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, it's on prime time. It's a 1 hour episode, and they're putting it on at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would interested in what they think.
Yeah.
About COVID-19.
Yeah, there is a trailer on South Park if you want. I mean, on YouTube if you want to see a 60-second trailer.
I'll check it out. I could appreciate that at this point in time after watching that debate. And you realized how obnoxious those people were, right, Mike? Both of them were totally obnoxious human beings.
They are horrible.
At that debate tonight.
Yeah.
They're despicable people.
I mean,
they really are.
It should not be that difficult to just get something out of the debate. I just got absolutely nothing out of the debate that you could make you be like, oh, I need to go vote. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty discouraging. Well, I'm looking at it's a damn near full moon right now up in the sky, and it's kind of like a peach color to it right now. It's almost like orangey pink. I wonder if that's from smoke from the fires in California.
They said something about the smoke headed this way again.
Uh-huh. So the full moon is kind of like hazy tonight, but it is up there in the sky, and it is a clear sky. And we've also here in western Washington had amazing weather this week, and it's supposed to hold for another 7 days. So if you live in western Washington, we're going to have 75, 65, 75-degree weather with sun for the next 7 or 8 days.
Yeah, today was fucking awesome, dude. We went out and walked for 2 hours. We've been walking for 2 hours.
What did you think about
the last couple days?
What did you think about that rain last week?
I loved it.
Wake up call. I know you love it. To me, it just reminded me that it's going to start raining pretty soon.
Oh, I love
really
it.
Soon.
I love it. It's
your wish will come true. I'm
just
sure.
Beautiful. Oh my God, dude! I fucking I slept 3 days ago or so. I slept for the first time in a while. So it was very nice.
That's a good point. It's a very good point. All right. On that note, I will let you go. And again, I appreciate both you and Craig for making this program possible. And for your time. And I look forward to talking to you another time, Mike.
All right. It's good to hear from you, Chris. I always think about you when we don't hear from you, and so I'm glad you called.
Right on. Well, have a good night, Mike.
Okay. Talk to you soon. Stay cool, man.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye. That's our buddy Chris from Olympia. And again, like I was saying, and he was talking about gardening and everything. If you're a new gardener and you don't, the garden doesn't come out, because you need it to come out to a certain level where you can actually smoke it. But if it doesn't come out to that level, what you do is you put it in the crock pot and you can eat the fuck out of it. And it's like, oh yeah, this is nice. I like this. Trust me, ask Drunk Pete. He'll tell you. Although he buys really good weed to make his butter. Coconut oil. Excuse me. And I am not arguing that coconut oil is not the way to go. I am not saying that. It may be exactly the way to go, because I have had coconut oil and it did seem to be a little stronger. But I'm not as fond of eating coconut oil as I am of eating butter. I like eating butter. I like butter. Butter is good. My Boo Bear likes butter. You like butter, Boo Bear? Boo Bear likes butter. Boo Bear. There he is. Hey, Boo Bear. You like butter? Huh? Butter? Oh. He had butter earlier. I made brownies, and he licks the measuring cup that I melt the butter in. So he had butter earlier. Yes, I like fucking butter. Fucking Look at me. You think I like butter? Yes, I like fucking butter. Fucking butter's great, man. I love fucking butter. All right, so there's the telephone number. If anybody else wants to call and talk about the debate, it's 805-669-6397. Otherwise, again, like I said, it's there's not there. I can't say that there was like a highlight. You know, it's like, oh, look at this clip. Oh, look at this clip. It was just not good. I take away nothing except for that the people on that stage represent these people in the street in no way, shape, or form. And that's very unfortunate that we can't, get someone who represents the everyday guy, or somebody who, cares a little bit about the working class and the lower working class, and somebody who's smart enough to say, these need to be our priorities. Not making war. And we'll start there. That would be a good place to start. All right, again, so if anybody wants to call, the number is 805-669-6397. We're going to do this again tomorrow night after one of the other things I was really surprised about the debate tonight was that it didn't go a full 2 hours. Now, I understand that a lot of the other debates don't actually go 2 hours because, they have commercial breaks, right? And this one didn't have a commercial break, but it seems like they should have gone a full 2 hours. It seems like something happened where they're like, okay, we've reached our limit, or maybe they just agreed on less than 2 hours. But I was surprised by that it ended like an hour and 40 minutes, something like that. So I was surprised by that, but other than that, I wasn't surprised by a whole lot. I was hoping to be surprised by something. I was hoping you could go there's a moment where you can go, there it is, that's the one, Joe Biden's out, or Donald Trump is out. Really, Donald Trump looked a lot more flustered than Joe Biden. Although that's Joe Biden being a professional politician, right? Joe Biden being a professional politician is able to sit there and take, pies thrown in his face again and again and again without looking flustered because, again, that's what he's done for generations now. Okay, so otherwise, I don't have any clips because there wasn't, again, any noteworthy anything from the debate that I saw. So I don't have any clips. If you guys want to talk about it, you can call. Otherwise, I am going to have a bong hit. And then I finally figured out, okay, so I haven't been seeing any presidential yard signs. We walk every day, we walk all over the place. And I haven't seen any presidential yard signs except for I see these ones that say buy, BYEDON, buy Dawn. And I keep thinking, why would someone put a sign in their yard that says Dawn, as in Donald Trump, and then, but not, hello, caller.
Hey, Max.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, long time no see. This is Manny.
Hey, Manny. How's it going, bro?
Hey, Manny from the east side. I'm good. Just hanging out with my cousins over here.
Cool.
So, what do you think who won? I think Trump won. I think he's gonna make America great.
Because he's done so well with that so far, huh, Manny?
Yeah, I think he's gonna make America great again. I
I
mean, right now,
I
Mason's in the shitty toilet right now, but I think he's gonna make it a great.
I don't think anybody won, Manny. I don't think, certainly not the American people.
Yeah, to be sincere, nobody won though because everybody already made up their mind.
Yeah, well, I think it was a
So,
horrible
so who are you
debate.
gonna vote for? Are you gonna vote Libertarian? Are you gonna vote for Biden? Why?
No, 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 no. Not going to vote for Biden
Why not?
because he's horrible, and I would feel like I was selling my soul.
Oh, just because he has like cognitive issues going on, though, because he has like a little old man. I feel bad for him though. I feel like he has some dementia going on.
All right.
Maybe he needs some weed to hang out with you, Max.
What's that?
Maybe he needs some weed and he needs to hang out with you, Max.
Joe Biden can't hang out with me
Why not?
because
He's like,
he loves the police state, Manny.
really?
Yes.
So, don't you feel like Trump likes the police state and he wants to take everyone out, wants to send them to jail in concentration camps? But
Yeah.
they don't call them concentration camps, they call them FEMA camps.
Yeah, happy FEMA camps, re-education camps. They're happy re-education camps, Manny.
Well, I hope those kids actually have re-education camps over there in Portland, though, because those little socialist kids are going to destroy America, though. And we need Trump to make America great again.
Okay. I know you said
No,
that.
for real, though. We need them to make America great again, dude. You should jump into the Trump train.
No.
Come on, Max.
No.
I know you're secretly admiring Trump right now. I know he's entertaining. That's the reason why he's a WWE Hall of Famer. Max,
What?
so you think everyone loves him? I think he was entertaining though. Trump keep interrupting Biden all the time, dude. I think he's gonna win though.
Usually sitting presidents win, Manny.
Of course. The only exception is Bill Clinton.
Yeah, but you thought that Ted Cruz was gonna be this next Supreme Court nominee, dude. Come on. It's not like you're
That'll be
like.
funny.
Did you look up and see?
Mark.
Did you look up and see if Mitt Romney was born in Mexico? Did you?
No, he wasn't born in Mexico.
Yes, he
his dad,
was.
Actually,
He was.
no, he was born somewhere else. But not for real though. Like I look it up, and apparently there is this weird colonist in Chihuahua, Mexico. Mormon colonists. It still exists though, but I mean it's not known unless you are in the Mormon community. I didn't know that until I saw this Vice documentary about it. Though. I don't know. You used to watch Vice in YouTube.
No.
And the Mormon community has some issue with the local narcos over there. Interesting documentary. I'll recommend you to see it though.
Yeah.
But they were talking to the cousins of Mitt Romney, though, like the different cousins. But Mitt Romney is not from Mexico. His family, his father was born in Mexico. That's why he was not able to run for president back in the day.
No. Mitt Romney was born in Mexico.
Oh, I don't see him speaking Spanish, dude.
Yeah. Well, he does.
yeah,
he does. I've seen him speak Spanish many times.
Nah, dude. It's
Yes.
probably his cousins that look like. There's one of his cousins that
What,
looks
you
like
don't think that
like-
Mitt Romney knows how to speak Spanish? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
He
Maybe
does
his
know
father
how to
did.
speak Spanish. Go ahead and type in Mitt Romney speaks Spanish into YouTube. He does know how to speak
I'll look
Spanish.
it up. I'll look it up later, Max. I'll look it up later.
Good.
All right, Max. Go ahead and take a dab, dude. You should
Mo-
take a dab live on air, so
Do
my
what?
cousins can see it.
Yeah, okay, Manny.
Go ahead and take a dab, dude. I'm watching you on TV right now.
Yeah,
Take it out.
I'll take a
Take it
dab
out.
when I'm ready.
All right, man. Take it easy, then.
Okay, Manny, thanks for calling.
Bye.
All right. So, that's Manny. And that's Boo Bear. That's Boo Bear. He's got my Pikachu. There's my Boo Bear and my Pikachu. What's up, buddy? You're my beautiful baby. He's my beautiful baby. It is so dark there in Eugene. It's weird. It's never that dark in Portland. Why is it so dark in Eugene? Right? Right? You guys know what I'm saying? It's never that dark in Portland. It is really dark in Eugene. Weird. Okay, so again, there's the telephone number if anybody wants to call. 805-669-6397. 805-669-6397. I will take this dab. Just a sec here. Did I get one ready? I have one ready. And almost ready. Almost. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. All right, and again, all I can do is hope that in future presidential campaigns, we'll be able to find people better who have a brighter outlook for a better tomorrow for the people that they supposedly are supposed to represent. Because again, I didn't see those people on that stage tonight representing any of these people that we've seen in the street for months and months and months now. I didn't see them representing anyone. I think they could give a fuck about these people. And that's sad because these people are, again, they are in the street standing up against a heavily armed, trigger-happy, comply or die police state. So I think, you know, they are the brave. You know, they're very brave. And I'm really glad to see them out there. And, you know, it would sure be nice to see people who represent them, who want to represent them, who want to make sure that they know their voices are being heard, who understand that, you know, we don't want a police state for our future. We want freedom, the land of the free and the home of the brave. These are the brave. So we're clear. Yummy.
Sometimes life can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes the weight of the world can be too much to bear. Sometimes you need to stop worrying and take a deep breath. Sometimes you need cannabis. Introducing Brightside, high-quality cannabis delivered right to your door. Brightside offers an extensive menu of strains and products to meet your needs. Choose the experience you want, and we'll send you the dankest herb, the real sticky icky, some top-shelf marijuana. If you like what we send you, keep the whole jar. We'll even include some nugs for you to blaze. As part of Discovery, you'll get to try new strains and products. Side effects may include euphoria, increased appetite, uncontrollable giggles, elevated sensitivity to musical dopeness, and reduced anxiety. Tetrahydrocannabinol may also induce feelings of existential well-being and relentless optimism. With a Brightside subscription, you can get it once a month, once a week, or whenever you want, all at a price you'll like. And yes, this is a real company.
Do you know who I am?
You're the wizard.
Ask your doctor if cannabis is right for you. It probably is. Keep it bright side.
So, let's see. Oh, that's not where we were. What are we doing here? Again, if anybody wants to call, there's the number. Otherwise, I am going to go do other things because I don't have a lot to say about the fucking debate. Those people shouldn't be president. That's what I have to say about the debate. Those two people in it, they shouldn't be president. Hello, caller.
Michael, this is Steve McClanahan coming to you live from the debate.
What's up, Dave?
I'm back into the new luxurious Chevy Malibu Mox News legit motherfucking car. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back in the car. I'm telling you, dude, I've been covering the debates for the last 72 hours, plus souping up this fucking goddamn car. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we got a new fucking Mox News car. We've never had a car. It's exclusive. It's got Mox News, fucking flames and American flags. Mox News is voting for Trump on the vehicle currently right now. Michael.
Uh-huh.
Did I do good?
I don't care.
Yeah. Did I do good finally once?
No, that's stupid.
Mox News is voting for Trump?
Stupid.
Well, because I'm just telling you, I'm trying to do what the fucking PR people are trying to tell me to do over here in the goddamn world, currently.
Well, they must be pretty stupid then.
Seriously, these people are fucking stupid.
Yep.
I mean, we got the new fucking deal. I've been out here on the fucking campaign trail for fucking months. Me and you were supposed to be on this debate stage, but for some reason, you know, we can't even fucking do a goddamn debate, and we have these fucking people out there debating for democracy. Okay? You guys want to talk about democracy right now? No.
What? No.
Stupid. Democracy is stupid. And you know what, Michael? Telling you.
Yes.
As an infant, I was in there and I was trying to get a legit motherfucking interview with Joe Biden. No joke. Literally tonight. Yeah. And when I got the interview with him, he sounded exactly like that, and it was really sad. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to have to cut this interview short. And then I was fucking out there. I was in the hallways. I was like, Trump, what do you think about Mox News? And he was like, love Mox News. We love them. Fucking love the new goddamn car with the flames on it. Fucking love Steve McClanahan. Keeping a positive attitude at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, ladies and gentlemen. And I was like, holy shit, how the fuck did he know that? And, like, then all these people fucking started to fucking swarming around me. They were like, oh, fucking CNN says that you fucking grabbed a woman by the pussy. And I swear to God, like, that's still a goddamn story currently right now. You only paid $750 for taxes. Where are these questions coming from? I really want to know. Like, because I'm not trying to, like, throw softball questions out there. I'm trying to, like, you know, keep a positive attitude. Everybody's all fucking angry and shit. Oh, my God. Literally, my secretary, she's got a lot of stuff.
That's
what are you
I've
doing
heard.
out there? You got fucking Trump info? You got Trump news? Did you get an interview from Trump?
No.
You didn't get an interview from Trump?
I did not.
Why?
Because he tried to gas everybody, and then I had to go.
He farted?
No, it was tear gas.
Oh, shit.
Super aggressive.
Oh. Everybody in the fucking goddamn press room? He tear gassed everybody in the press room, I guess. That's it. Breaking news, that's what I'm getting word of.
Right on. Well, it sounds like
Are you there?
it sounds like an exciting night for you guys.
Michael, I'm talking about democracy here, okay? It's always an exciting night with democracy.
Cool.
Secretary, come in here. Come here. Oh my God, here comes my secretary. What the fuck? Get in the passenger seat right now. Goddamn. Oh, jeez. So what did you find out?
I went in there. I was acting like Stormy Daniels.
Really?
Yeah, and then they tear gassed me still.
Oh.
They're really angry at her.
Really?
Don't be a Stormy.
No.
Don't.
No. God, how did you? Jesus, why would you even do that? Where did you
I thought it was a good idea, but it
you are
was
looking good right now, that's for sure.
Well, but Trump doesn't think so. He's very angry at foreign stars.
I'm telling you, I am loving all this tear gas right now.
Can't see you. I think you're cute, but I can't see you right now.
Hey, there's no excuse for burning tonight. I am telling, or in the morning. Goddamn.
No morning.
Yeah. Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, lost track of thought there for a second. Are we still live currently?
Uh-huh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Steve McClanahan. Hey.
But no more. Okay. So, I guess good work, Kristen and Steve. Tearing up the debates. Keeping it live. Okay, so if anybody else wanted to call, the number is 805-669-6397. We have the debate info has been, gone over. It's if you have anything to add about the debate, then now's your chance to call. Otherwise, we're going to do this again tomorrow night after the South Park. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mike. How you doing?
I am good, Michelle. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Right on.
Yeah, just thought I'd catch you real quick. Glad I got to catch you before you went off air.
So, hey, I know, when you first went back to work, you were all concerned about, the COVID and stuff. Is everybody there still all aggro about when you get there and when you leave, and is it still the same? It's still
aggro.
I mean, you gotta, here's take 2 mask and all that.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody's still doing that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are people getting sick there?
There's been still, yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it's a place where there's over 6,000 people that work there. So, yeah, there's the news.
Yeah.
There's still been people getting it. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. But, yeah, everybody's still freaking mask,
Good.
But shit, I drove home the other day after work on a Saturday, and shit, you could have fooled me, man. The bars and shit were packed, there was no spot open. I was like, God damn. People are still having a good time now, so, but supposedly everything has been lifted over here. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that people can go out. I don't know. People should be able to decide for themselves if they want to go out and, hang out and stuff like that. This is the adult thing. We don't need to be babysat, and we don't need to be told what we can and can't do, what we can and can't drink, all this kind of thing.
Right. We can make our own decisions.
What we can and can't smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers.
I know, right?
So let's
go.
go.
I was because I had my own voting to do at work. There was union voting tonight, so I here after work. That's why I didn't get here in time. I just barely got here in time, should I say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just the same shit as any kind of fucking debate. The one who's running is the same ass clown who's running again. Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I went and I was like, well, you know, I voted him out, and if it don't work, well, at least I fucking tried, you know? Shit.
I know I hear you. It just there's there's only so much a girl can do.
Dude, and then if you and say that everybody just stops voting and say, what's the point? Then they're really going to be like, okay, well, we don't need elections, and here comes the dictatorship, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck that. I was like, nah, we got to vote, you know, and no matter what happens, you just got to keep it alive. Just like anything else. If everybody thinks that it's boring and it's not worth it, shit, watch how quickly they will change it. Well, there's no voting anymore. This president can be a president forevermore. Like,
Yeah.
I see debate. Did you see some of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was meaningless. It was like it. All you can think of is, how can this be the best that America has to offer? It doesn't make sense. It's kind of like insulting to the point of, it's like they want you not to want to vote, Michelle.
That's funny. The whole insulting.
It's very insulting.
It was.
Yeah.
My God, I think I lost IQ points listening to that shit.
Yeah.
I was tuning on and off while I was at work, and I would just get to the point where I'm like, okay, mute. Like, oh my God, what's the fucking going on?
I know. It's like impossible to follow what's being said at all.
I know, that's how I felt. And my counterpart on the other side of me was looking at me like, oh, it's that bad. I was like, oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah, it was something. I just, it was a mockery, man. It's a mockery. Is what it is. It's just so fucking, oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I was like, so these two are all the best we got.
Yeah.
For the President of the United States. Wow. God damn, if the world ain't laughing at us, they are now.
Yeah. And there wasn't anything else besides that to take away from the whole thing, It wasn't like anybody said anything smart or anything important or anything that mattered to any of us.
But how could you? When they're asking Biden a question, he's fucking chiming in. And he's just making it like, well, you folks up, you ain't worth the folks, you hate black folks, and blah, blah, blah. Any little fucking jab that he was given, they allowed him to, even though they said, your campaign promise, and you will not interrupt. He did not stop interrupting.
Yeah, I agree.
Joking. It was a joke because all he did was fed his base again. By fucking interrupting, like, you can be an asshole. You don't have to be mature. You don't have to fucking be, courteous. You just fucking say whatever's on the top of your head at that fucking moment.
Huh.
And he's like, fuck yeah, fuck everybody when I say vote. I mean, God, oh my God, it was. I just, you couldn't fucking hear anything else other than listening to his smart ass remarks that meant nothing.
I couldn't.
He lied as usual.
Yeah.
It
was horrible. I agree, Michelle. And I know the debate moderator is going to catch a lot of flack, but I think, and I think that he should. I think he didn't do a very good job. But
he didn't do a good job because he still let him say what he had to say after he kept interrupting.
Yeah.
Biden didn't say anything because he was interrupting. And even though he kept telling him, please, you promised, whatever. Okay, we're going to have to take another step, further in the next debate as to have that little switch by your hand on and off his goddamn mic. Because if he doesn't fucking understand, then shut his goddamn mic off. This is bullshit. It's a joke. He's going to throw his jabs in there because he's a TV star. He knows what sells.
Mm.
And he's making a mockery of this fucking thing. And it's just like, meanwhile, there's people out there fucking suffering that they can't even feed their fucking kids. And he's over there interrupting and just saying a little fucking, a quick line and everything, just so that way, hey, that's what my base will remember, that I called him out. I called him out. So they're not even listening to Biden right now because he's taking the show over. And that's what it is to him. It's not a debate. It's
Right.
not about our freedoms or our laws or any constitution, God forbid. No, it's about him making a mockery of this goddamn system so that way the next 4 years, if he's in here, oh, fuck, kiss everything goodbye. Your Social Security, your pension, your health, every fucking thing, goddammit. You know, because this motherfucker is doing nothing but making a show, and that's how he beat Hillary, by fucking making a show, and he's doing it again. And unless these moderators fucking take it seriously to be like, okay, well, since you can't control yourself, Mr. President, we're going to fucking have control over your mic. And fuck you. But let's see if they do it. Or they're just going to be like, you said you went in a rap, hush, 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 even though what he already said, we already heard it. You can't unhear this shit. So no matter what the moderator is saying, I can all like, oh yeah, you know, I got control of it. No, you don't until you have a fucking kill switch for that bitch's microphone. And that's what you're going to need to have any kind of fucking organized goddamn, or fucking anything that makes sense out of this debate. It's fucking ridiculous. I was so fucking disgusted. I don't know how many times I paused it and missed it and paused it, just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I watching here?
It was totally ridiculous, Michelle. Totally ridiculous.
Yeah, it really was. It was just like he was there for Comedy Central, that motherfucker. You know, and Biden's trying to get something out, and you know, he's over there talking about 100 million billions. Like, God damn it, Joe. I was like, can you fucking get it together? I don't know what he was talking about, but that's what he said. And I did it at work. I was just like, God damn it, Joe. And my corner reporter was like, what? And I was like, nothing. Oh, my God. I was beside myself. I was like, you can't even fucking stay fucking, like, on point. Like, get it together, goddammit, Joe. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, if that's what we have is those two. Because the third party, you know, they're being blackballed. So
Right.
even though that man named Howard, and I can't think of his last name, but he's running for third party, they're making sure that's not out there. You don't ever hear about that, but there is and exists a third party that's also running.
Yeah,
But
there's more than yeah. I agree that there's all this shenanigans going on with the elections, and it just is getting worse and worse. And the people that they offer us couldn't be more, you know, out of touch. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do those people? What do either one of those guys have to do with the common everyday Joe? You know.
Well, that's the thing. They're bashing each other for the shit that they have done, but they're not saying what they are going to be, you know, what they will do to change this shit. And every time Joe tries to say something, there goes Trump, fucking saying a little smart-ass remark or just making a joke out of it. And so now you're focusing on Trump because he's such a fucking clown, and everything's like, ha, ha, ha. So nobody heard Biden tonight at all. There's nothing that he said that anybody would remember. They remember Trump. They remember him being a smart ass. They remember him being, you know, I mean, who doesn't allow people to speak? They ask him a question, and in the middle of it, he's almost like, I got to say something now because if I let him finish whatever he's saying, I'm going to forget what I wanted to say. That's why he does that. Small brains do that shit. They don't allow you to finish a sentence. They fucking cut in the middle like, okay, I got a good comeback, and then bam. Because at the end, you know, if there's 4 more words that you're going to say, oh, shit, I'm going to forget my point. That's how short-minded that bitch is. Jesus Christ. So fucking rude. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And that's our president right there.
I think you're right about one thing, Michelle. Is there's no way you're going to get him to shut up without, you know, having some kind of a pause on his microphone.
You got to.
Yeah.
Because it was out of control. He was out of control.
Yeah, if you can't, and that's it. He's always going to be that way. Always. Can you imagine having to have like a regular meeting with him where you're trying to tell him things?
I'll be like, Michelle, you're fired. I don't need him to tell me that. You don't know. Shit, fuck that. And that's what I'm saying. If they don't do that, they have, 2 more debates yet left?
I'm not sure. I know there's one more. I'm not sure if there's 2 more or not. Is there 2 more?
Yeah, because I know that Kamala and Pence have one coming up too. It's going to be the vice president debate.
Yeah.
She could shred his ass and she could shred her ass too, but at least it'll be something to where they have respect for each other to let each speak. You know what I mean?
I would think that they would let each other speak. I really would, and I don't think I don't really think I don't know how well he can shred her ass, but she should be able to do a pretty good job of him.
Well, the only thing about her would be how they had to pretty much summon her to give up evidence to free an innocent guy. That's pretty much the biggest thing that I've heard of her.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is he's not going to beat up on her. He's not going to beat up on her for helping the police state hurt people. You know, he's not going to go, "How many people did you put in jail for marijuana, Camilla?" You know what I mean? He's not going to say that. He thinks that's doing a good job.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, tonight's debate was nothing but a farce. I just could not believe what I was hearing.
Total shit show.
So we're going to see, because they already know how Trump is. He's going to interrupt, and nobody can tell him otherwise. He's a narcissistic motherfucker to where it's like, no, when I speak, you all listen. Don't listen to that guy. Listen to me. Listen to me. And that's what he does. And it just shows you that he's just, when you're going to react like that quick, I mean, come on. Just calm the fuck down, dude. But no. He's got to fucking take the attention away because it's all about him. All eyes on me. So if the next debates, if they don't do that with him, if they don't fucking turn off his mic, then we're going to see exactly, okay, then maybe you guys do want him to win again. Because if you're going to be honest about it, you need to fucking at least let Biden fucking, bumble through his words, whatever, but at least hear him out. And this motherfucker's just taking it like, oh, it's a show. And you know how they say the squeaky wheel gets the oil?
Yeah.
The dog that barks the loudest gets the attention, and that's Trump.
Well, it definitely, it's they say all publicity is good publicity. So probably the more he feels like the more attention he's getting, the less attention he's getting, the less time he's winning. So he needs to be part of every second.
And it's definitely working, because people don't have a good attention span when it comes to a debate to begin with. But when they know he's coming like that, more people are going to tune in because of the comical, part of it. It's just him like, wow, he has no self-control. No self-control. And he's running this country.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Right. That's one of the things I was seeing too, Michelle, was that he didn't seem to be in control of stopping talking. You know what I mean? It's not up to him. He, as long as they're talking, he's going to be part of it. And here's what he has to say,
And that's the thing. He has no control over that.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing. When you can't even control yourself, but you want to control everything else. Dude, you can't even fix yourself to be at least respectful and have an honest debate. No, it's a fucking comedy. That's how he works. He's a showman. And that's how he works. And he's going to let anybody fucking tell him to be quiet. So that's why, if they want an honest debate to where at least they can hear Biden, mumble on or whatever, ramble on, shit, they're going to have to mute his goddamn microphone. That's all there is to it. And if they don't do it, then it shows you this is nothing but a farce, even though we already know. But it proves it right there. So let's see what the Democratic Party's going to come up with.
They'll have to mute his microphone, but record his microphone at the same time so that we can hear all the things that he said, after the debate, because that'll be priceless, dude. To be able to actually listen to it, you know what I mean? Actually be able to listen to it separate and hear what the fuck he's saying. That would be hilarious.
Well, hell, all you gotta do is anytime they ask Biden a question, they gotta have a big fucking life-size poster of Ivanka in a bikini, and he'll shut up.
Yeah, probably, huh?
Pervert, that fucking pervert. I mean, they gotta do something about it because right now, no, we ain't getting nowhere. Like he was talking about the forest. It's because there's some really big, I don't even know how he said it. It was so ridiculous. About some trees are really likely to catch on fire than others or some shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, Yeah, the forestry. Saying that is because they don't upkeep the dead leaves and shit like that in the forest. That's why they have a bunch of fires in California. I was like, God damn it, man. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I lost IQ points. Like, God dang.
he has a hard on for the forest. He hates nature, you know. So he wants to fucking go into the forest and he wants to cut down a bunch of trees and stuff, and and doing that they'll call it conserving, you know, the forest. That'll be you know, some kind of fucking double word, you know, words, you know, double speak bullshit, you know, war is peace and all that shit.
Fuck him. You know, and that would come from him. Dumbass doesn't understand that we need trees to clean the air. Like, what the fuck? He's stupid.
You can't replace them, Michelle. You can't replace them. You know what I mean? They're part of our world, and if you cut them down, then they're not going to be part of our world anymore for like 100 years at best. You know, so it's just fucking idiotic. You know.
That's what I'm saying. That's the one that cleans the air, but they're over there raping Brazilian fucking forests and everything right now. And they're just tearing through it because, you know, everybody's dirty. Everybody don't give a fuck about the climate. And are just fucking, you know, taking down trees. And just, you know, of course for market, commercial, whatever the fuck they do with it. But they're taking it down at such a fast speed that it's even fucking up the indigenous people that live in those damn forests and shit. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, no, they just rape the forest. That's what they want. They love raping the forest, Michelle, because it's easy money. It's like, you know, where they smash the fucking mountains to get a little bit of gold out of them. You know, they poison all the fucking rivers and creeks and everything in the Amazon because they use cyanide to get the fucking the gold out of the separate it from the mud and stuff. It's just disgusting.
It is, and that's why people, when I seen a picture of a fish that had human teeth, god damn it, somebody act like they caught that out of the river or wherever. I don't remember where, but they showed the fish that they caught. The goddamn thing had human teeth, and I'm like, okay, well, hey, our waters are fucked up. What, you know, how much longer are the fish going to be all contaminated that you're not even going to be able to eat fish because they all got radiation, they all got 3 eyes, they got 3 fins. I mean, it's going to be fucked up. And it's like now Trump has already said he keeps, you know, EPA does not exist right now because of him.
Yeah.
So he's allowing them to throw their waste into the rivers and the lakes and everything.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well, we're focused on everything else that's going on. Meanwhile, he's poisoning our fucking waters. And after that happens, he's rich enough, he can fucking leave and go move to another goddamn country. We're stuck here. And it's horrible that he just doesn't give a fuck, and the people that vote for him don't see that everybody needs water to survive. Everything needs water to survive.
It seems like water would be top of the list to protect, Michelle. I've been very frustrated about that and the forest for a long, long time. You know, it just seems like those things should be top of the list to protect, and it doesn't seem like anybody even talks about it unless it's about, we need to go in and cut trees down in order to protect the forest. Fuck you! That's the best you can come up with? Come on.
Yeah. You need to leave them alone is what you need to do. But see, everybody just takes it for granted is what it is.
Well, there's a lot of things that need to be done, wherever there's roads, right? There's 90% better chance that grizzly bears are going to get hit by cars, right? So, you know, you make these crossings and stuff for the grizzly bears to go without, you know what I mean? To go under or over the roads, and then the grizzly bears, or whatever else. They have turtle crossings here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you can do besides just leave shit alone. But,
crossing? God damn, man, you be stuck waiting for like an hour. They move kind of slow, don't they?
No, it goes like the turtle crossing goes under the road, right?
Oh, that's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, and the bear crossings a lot of time go over the road. Bear and deers and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, that's people who are actually thinking about the animals and building around them.
Right, the
You
forest,
know,
trying to
they're
live with, trying to live with the forest instead of being against nature. You know.
yeah, absolutely. That's wonderful. I wish more people would think that way, but nah, a lot of motherfuckers are just selfish and just don't think about the future. They think about right here, right now. It's like, man, get rid of those waters, man. Look what they did over there in South Dakota. Look what they did to them, to the
Yeah.
indigenous people up there. Same shit. You know, that's what they survive on is the land.
Yeah.
And they went and put a pipeline in there when we're just going to profit, or we weren't even going to profit because they're selling it to another country. But
Right.
yet we take all the responsibility of the hazard, the hazard of everything
Yeah.
leaking. So no matter what, something's going to leak. Unless you're making those pipelines out of titanium, then that bitch is going to leak. It's a matter of time,
Well, I think this is this 20th, 19th century mentality where we just use these fucking same old fucking materials that we've used since the 20th, 19th century until I don't know. But it seems like to me we could come up with materials actually that wouldn't leak if that was a priority. You know, Michelle? I mean, we can put people on the moon, but we can't make a pipeline that doesn't leak. You know what I mean?
Mike,
What's that?
did we put people on the moon?
I don't know. Did we?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. God damn it, I don't know.
Okay,
But
so
anyway,
it says, so there's a tweet over here Craig wants me to read. It says, many people are saying Donald Trump is having a total meltdown on Air Force One, throwing bags of peanuts at everyone, hitting them with pillows, threatening them with oxygen masks, locking himself in the bathroom. All hell's breaking loose at 33,000 feet. In case anyone was wondering.
Man, I fucking seen that. I pictured that whole shit as you were saying it. I pictured, yep, I bet it is happening. Just like that. Nah, he's a narcissist, though. He's probably up there fucking acting like, damn right, I got this. I won. So he's going to be the last to know. When he loses, he's going to be the last to know.
He's
Because
up there and people are trying to tell him things that he doesn't want to hear. And he's like, fuck you! And, threatening them and shit.
That's funny as fuck, though. I can see him doing that shit. Oh, my gosh. Just for the fuck of it.
You're fired, and you're fired, and you're fired!
Shit, already the White House is a revolving door. God damn, he's always bragging about I picked the best of the best, and then they keep walking and he keep firing them. Like, what the fuck?
You like
And then
lemon
I think
cake.
again, and I'm like, well, maybe they are the best of the best, and they're not willing to play the way he wants them to play. So, you can see it either way. But no, that fucking asshole, oh my god, he's just a fucking, he just wants every scene to be cameras on me. And did you notice, if they didn't want him to talk, why did they keep putting the camera and then they were showing him and Biden? If he's not even supposed to be talking, why you fucking got him on film? Ignore him. Just look at Biden, Like, damn. So I can't wait to see the next one. It should be interesting. But tonight, oh my god, I was fit to be tied. I was just like, oh my god, I feel so stupid after watching this shit.
It was really hard, huh, Michelle? I could hear Craig. I was listening. Craig was just like laughing his ass off watching it in the other room.
Because fucking Trump was like jabbing him here and there, low blows here and there, boom, boom, boom. Like, just listen to me, I'm so funny, you look at me, I'm so funny. And I'm just like, he's like, oh, Joe, well, you had fucking how many years? Or he's like, you had 47 years in career, and I've had 47 months, and I've done better than you. And they're like, please, you said you wouldn't interrupt. And I'm like, oh, it's already been done and said. Like, goddamn. So nobody even knows what the fuck Biden was talking about. Not even Biden knew what he was talking about. I was like, god damn it, Biden. Oh, yeah, it was hard to watch, man, but just like a car wreck. You don't want to look, but goddamn it, you just can't help it.
Yeah. But that's what I think, Michelle. I think that they do this on purpose because they want us to be, they want us just to be like, yeah, this is the stupidest shit ever. I'm not dealing with this shit. You know, it's got to be right. I mean, they want people to feel like I'm not participating. It makes me feel, like you said, it makes me feel stupid. It dumbs me down. I lost IQ points participating in this shit. Right?
Yes. Yes, because it's like if you could picture everybody that's watching this with any common sense was sitting there looking like a monkey scratching the top of their head. Like, what? Because that's what I was picturing myself. I was just sitting there just like, what did he just say? Or what? Like, oh my God, no. Hell no.
Like, what did anybody just say? I can't fucking follow a thing.
I'm telling you, I couldn't follow it.
It wasn't like, you know, neither one of them were like being like real loud and aggressive about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, you know, if I say stuff, I have things to say, and you're gonna hear it. You know, but neither one of them. I mean, he was just like, and the other guy's like, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, fuck, speak up, asshole.
Right, but Biden did find his balls at one time when he fucking got tired of him talking, and he finally said, will you shut up, man? Biden, will you shut up, man? What is it with him, with that man? Like, he's trying to really be Joe Cool, man. Like,
he wants to be Elvis, don't you know? Look out, man! I almost killed you with the karate chop.
Yeah, you got it, man. Oh, my God. But that was funny. They showed a clip on that of him fucking saying that to him. Because I tell you, I didn't watch the whole fucking thing. I couldn't. Oh, my God. I was like, I fucking put it on, and then I watch it for a few minutes, and I'm just like, fuck. I go back to music. And then I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I go back again. Like, oh, God. No. That was something else. Oh, shit. Mm-mm. And to think how if there was somebody else up there with common sense and knew what the fuck he was talking about, that had campaigns and fucking rallies, more attendance than any other fucking candidate. Imagine if he was up there one-on-one with Trump. Man, he would have fucking wiped his ass. Oh, my God. He would have fucking told him to shut the fuck up, not like fucking Biden. He just kept letting the moderator fucking tell him to be quiet. I'm like, Biden, and I'm over here like, waiting, where's your balls, dude? Tell him to shut the fuck up. You know, no, he just let him keep rambling on and on. I was like, we already know he's out of control. He has no self-control. We already know that.
Yeah.
But it's, okay, Biden, jump on it. Like, tell him to be quiet. Tell him something.
Yeah, well, yeah. You know, he kept saying, we all know Trump is a liar. That was about the best he had come up with, I thought.
Well, yeah, that was a good one and everything, but the thing is that every time they asked Biden something and he actually was, you know, made a good point, fucking Trump jumped in there with a fucking one-liner that just stole the whole fucking show.
Huh.
I don't remember what Biden said, but goddamn, that Trump sure is a smart-ass, ain't he? Mm.
Yeah, I couldn't even catch. I mean, I know that there was probably a couple of one-liners there, but I didn't. It didn't feel like one-liners. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like only Rosie. It wasn't like only Rosie O'Donnell. You know, it wasn't like that. It was like this fucking constant rambling on that didn't stop. You know.
Yeah, just like what we talked about Hunter Biden. He brought him up in this issue. What the fuck do we care about what the fuck happened to Biden's fucking kid?
Well, yeah, it seemed a little low to talk about him getting kicked out of the military.
Yeah, but he was talking about how he had a drug addiction and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he was blows. And I just thought, like, how is that going to help us, the average person? How is that helping us?
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. That's what I got out of the whole thing was how is this helping anybody, the average anybody, you know? None of these people represent. They just, I mean, they're not on the people in the street side. You know, the people in the street, they don't care about them at all. They were the problem. And they're like, no, we have to give the fucking police more money, man. Police need more money. Both of them.
That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous that he started bringing up him, and I was just all like, what does that have to do with anything? It's like something, like something that's important to us and what we're going through and how COVID has shut down and people have went back. Companies and stuff has gone bankrupt because no business they can't afford to stay afloat. Why not talk about shit? What are you going to do about that? Are you going to help them buy back their property, their business, because it was no fault of their own?
Why don't you talk about how we're going to, fucking get out of these problems that we have right now and make a good and make a better tomorrow for everybody? I didn't hear that at all.
Tell us something that's going to, actually make an impact on us, because I could care less about his kids. I could care less about fucking Biden's kids.
Yeah.
I want to know something of substance of how you're going to help the American people that are struggling right now. What are you going to fucking do about that,
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. Whatever they're doing, they're just fucking, I'm just going to one-up you. So that way everybody thinks like, well, I'm not voting for Biden because he's not a good daddy. Because look at his boy. Are you for real? Like, it's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we do need to speak on the issues because that's what we're voting for. I mean, like, this fucking, I don't know.
I hear you, Michelle. I hear you. I don't know. I got nothing out of the fucking debate. It's horrible.
Mike, I've never seen nothing like this. I'd never seen nothing like this, and I was just like beside myself. Yeah. Like, is this real? Like, oh wow. I felt like I was out of place. Like, no, this is like on NBC, like comedy, right? Right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was embarrassing. But wait and see. Let's see the next debate. Let's see if they're gonna fucking control him. Let's see if they're going to give it a chance to actually make some sense out of this fucking debate. When they asked Biden about, the Greenpeace and all this shit and everything else, it was like whatever he was trying to say, it did. I don't even remember what he had to say because of Trump's smart-ass shit, Like, oh, my gosh. He's just thought, oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to take away from everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't want either of them. You already know that.
Yeah. Horrible choices.
Yeah, when Biden fucking said that, it's 100 billion or 100 million billion or some shit like that, I was just like, God damn it, Joe.
We told you, no numbers, Joe. Don't talk numbers. How many times we got to tell you, Joe, no numbers.
Exactly. He either fucking adds too many zeros or not enough zeros. God damn it, Joe. Oh,
we went over this 100 million billion times, Joe.
No, it's a zillion thousand. Oh, fuck. I don't even know. But goddamn, if anything, like I said, I had my blood pressure going though, Mike. I was like, come on. Like, say what you're going to do to help us, Like, Jesus Christ.
Right. All these people that are getting evicted from their homes, how are we fixing this, guys?
He didn't even care that he cared about, and he tells Joe, he says, and how about the military, the way you left the military with me? They were in shambles. Like, you fucking, like, pretty much, like, you threw the military at me, and they weren't worth a damn. But thank God for me, man, now they are. And I'm like, there was nothing wrong with them to begin with. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But again, he stole the show with a comment like that. You see? That's all like, oh, my God. He was interrupting so bad. Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, well, I really thought Biden should respond to that military thing. But, he's like...
Chance, though.
Well, no, he's saying, what do you mean we fucking left you as shambles? This is the greatest military that ever existed on the face of the motherfucking planet. Show some respect, you douchebag.
Right? And you know what? And it's true, because look how much fucking money us taxpayers give them. Jesus Christ. It's too much. Why do we have to be in every other goddamn country? Who made us bodyguard of every goddamn other country in the world? And who the fuck said, okay, whatever you say, United States, we will do?
Team America, World Police.
That's what it's really about, but goddamn, who allowed this shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear you, Michelle. I don't want us to be the world police. I don't want us to be a police state in this country. I don't want us to be a police state around the motherfucking world. You know, we got better things to do with our resources than that shit.
But you know what? No, because this country it's like it's now about greed. It's about how they can fucking take and take and take, and that's how it's got to this point. That's how the military gets so much fucking money, and it's everywhere in the United States because we gave them so much goddamn money. It's unlimited to whatever they can do. I feel we're the fucking terrorists at the point to where why are we going into other people's business when it doesn't even affect us?
Yeah.
They say we take care of them over there before they come over here. Bitch, ain't nobody coming over here.
Yeah.
It's you fucking just trying to make, just trying to justify the fact that you're in every fucking country
Well-
and everywhere. Because why? Because you're figuring out what kind of fucking resources you can gain from it.
Well, actually,
And
there,
it's never said about the goddamn people, including Israel, that's supposed to be the Holy Land. Them motherfuckers are terrorists right there, too.
they're trying.
Those two motherfuckers are the problem.
They're trying to provoke other countries to attack us, is what they're trying to do, Michelle. That way they have the wars that they want. They have their justification for whatever. You know, this war with Iraq,
The sharks will be all right.
you know, this war with Iraq where they murder 1 million innocent people. You know, there's going to be a whole bunch of children that come back that are going to be wanting to, do stuff to get payback, revenge.
Yeah.
And that's what the Pentagon wants. Just like the CIA wants terrorists, the police want crime. That's what they want. It's how they get their budgets bigger.
Trump even said that himself. He said that we're doing all these wars and stuff. He accidentally said the thing that he should have kept in his head out loud, and they have him on video where he had said that, well, I got to keep the contractors for the military happy. Everybody's happy as long as we have war over there. Everybody's happy. I swear to God, he said that.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my God, like not even then do you not see how they're sending your children over there for what? So they can fucking steal the minerals, the fucking oils, the whatever they have there. They want to take it. And that's all it is. And that's the game that we're not even in. Only your kids are going to be sacrificed for wars that are unworthy. They should not even be. We should fucking mind our own goddamn business.
Right.
But no.
Yeah,
as long as you have this United States that turned into nothing but greed, that's where we're at. That's why when you have big companies like Walmart, you got fucking Amazon and shit like that. When there was other companies already in the play, but you're allowing them to be bigger and bigger and bigger, where it's a monopoly. Nobody can compete against them. That is not fair. That should not be allowed in the United States. Say, hey, look, we'll allow you to go and have like 1,000 fucking, plants across the United States, but we can't have you have 50,000. Because how is that the American dream? It's supposed to be for everybody supposed to have that dream. I'm not against millionaires or nothing like that, but I am against when this is supposed to be the world of everybody. This is the country of everybody. Instead, you allow them to go ahead and expand and expand and expand to where mom and pop shops are done. So therefore, their families are fucking hurting. And there's the economy because they would also buy stuff. When you have a company like Amazon that makes money and money and money, all he's doing is investing in his shit. He's doing whatever or saving it in the bank. He's not putting it into the economy like us, like we would.
Yeah.
It's a whole fucking joke. And those motherfuckers, I swear to God, I really feel that they need to be exiled because they do not know how to play well with others. This is all of our goddamn fucking, this is our land. And these motherfuckers want to go over there and build more stores because they can, because they got the money. How is a little guy ever going to get ahead when you got them to stomp their goddamn foot on your fucking neck? How are we supposed to survive with that? People will say, oh, you're just mad because you ain't got millions. No, it's just common sense.
Yeah.
I know that this world is not just for one company. It's for various companies. But now you got T-Mobile hooking up with Sprint, and so now they can go ahead and jack up the prices all they want because now you just cut another one off that was giving you a cheaper plan, and now you got to stick with this one because they merged. And it's like, why can't everybody just fucking, why isn't there like a clause into where, like, hey, fucking spread the wealth pretty much. If you have a fucking business, you can fucking do it. Why have somebody that's a billionaire or a millionaire gonna take over because, hey, they offered more money? Well, hell yeah, they can. There's no chance for like the small guy anymore. It's to that point to where we're just gonna be like, okay, like whatever you say, and it's just disgusting because a lot of people have dreams to open up their shops and shit like that, and until you let these motherfuckers keep monopolizing all the land, all the locations everywhere, no one else has a chance, and it's not fair to just one family gain all this shit, and we're like, it's okay, because money talks. I don't give a fuck that I'm not letting 5 or 10 other mom and pop start, earn a living. I don't care because they paid us so much money.
Yeah.
Or we gave them a subsidy. So these motherfuckers don't even have to pay taxes for their land.
Yeah.
Yes. This fucking world sometimes sucks balls.
It's not the world, Michelle. It's the fucking people. It's the people who run it. The people who run it suck balls, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, they sure fucking do. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Jesus Christ. Yeah, see, I told you I'm talking out of my ass. I lost my Q points. What did I tell you, Mike?
I hear you. I know what you're saying.
It's a fucking hot mess. But hey, tomorrow, South Park, right?
Tomorrow, South Park. We're gonna do a show. We're gonna do a show after, so we'll be here like about 9:15 Pacific time. 9:15.
9:15.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what, like 8:30 or 8:15 over here?
No, it's like it's later than that. It's like 10 or 12:15.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, we'll have to check that out. Shit, that would make more sense than a debate.
I'm sure of that. There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever.
And I won't be cussing on the line either, so I'm sure my coworkers will welcome that. All right, Mike. Well, it was good talking to you, brother.
Yeah, Michelle. All right, Gonzalez. It's good to hear from you, too. Talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye. That's our buddy Michelle from Texas, and I will be right back.
Sometimes life can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes the weight of the world can be too much to bear. Sometimes you need to stop worrying and take a deep breath. Sometimes you need cannabis. Introducing Brightside, high-quality cannabis delivered right to your door. Brightside offers an extensive menu of strains and products to meet your needs. Choose the experience you want, and we'll send you the dankest herb, the real sticky icky, some top-shelf marijuana. If you like what we send you, keep the whole jar. We'll even include some nugs for you to blaze. As part of Discovery, you'll get to try new strains and products. Side effects may include euphoria, increased appetite, uncontrollable giggles, elevated sensitivity to musical dopeness, and reduced anxiety. Tetrahydrocannabinol may also induce feelings of existential well-being and relentless optimism. With a Brightside subscription, you can get it once a month, once a week, or whenever you want, all at a price you'll like. And yes, this is a real company.
Do you know who I am?
You're the wizard.
Ask your doctor if cannabis is right for you. It probably is. Keep it Brightside.
Okay, guys. And we don't have any callers. I don't have any clips. The debate was ridiculous. If anybody wants to call, now's a chance. 805-669-6397. Otherwise, I have doggy teeth to brush. Boo Bear. Somebody needs to get their teethies brushed. I have doggy teeth to brush and other things that probably need to be happening. Oh yeah, I have something else I have to make happen, and I'm running out of time on it. So we will be here tomorrow night after the South Park episode. Tomorrow night there is a South Park 1 hour special, pandemic special. That's the title of the show, pandemic special. So if you want, we're gonna do a show. They're playing it all during the prime time, so I imagine it probably comes on earlier on the East Coast. But at 8 p.m. is going to be the first time that it airs here on the West Coast. So I will go live at 9:15 p.m. Pacific time. So if anybody wants to tune in for that, we'll be here tomorrow night. And I want to just discuss the South Park episode. Because, again, I've been calling for these guys for months and months. I've been like, where are you guys? We need you. We need you to tell us things. So I guess they heard my pleas. And we will be getting an episode from them tomorrow night, a 1 hour episode going to air on Comedy Central at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. So if you don't get a chance to see it, and we will come out and do a live show right after the 8 p.m. episode. So I am very much looking forward to that. And I gotta go brush doggy teeth because I don't have any collars. So thanks very much for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow again at approximately 9:15 p.m. We had a little bit of a rough start tonight. I think we got it ironed out. I don't think it'll be a problem tomorrow night. Hopefully. Otherwise, thanks very much for tuning in. And one of these days, this war is going to end. Stay cool till then.
You got it, buddy! Good job, Boo Bear!
Propeller tail.
It's a propeller tail. He doesn't usually do that.
Oh, now it's all wet.
Good job, Bubba. You got it, buddy. What a good Boo Bear. What a good Boo Bear. You're my beautiful baby, Bubba Bear. You're my beautiful baby. You gonna bring it all the way up? You gonna bring it all the way up here? Come on, all the way. All the way. What a good boy. What a good Boo Bear.
Take a piss. Time for another round. Oh, don't roll in that water. Other doggies pee over there.
All right, ready to go down to the next one? Ready to go down to the next one? Woo-sha, sha, sha. Woo-sha, sha, sha. Woo-sha, sha, sha.
Careful, there is somebody fishing right down there by the next one. I think we're okay, yeah. Just gotta watch out for the fisher dude. How you doing, Boo? Huh? Good swim? Good swim? Yeah?
I got the ball.
Come on, we got a ball. Let's go.
I got the ball.
That does not look like a limpy dog, but hopefully he won't jump too much and hurt himself in the process. It's the after effects that bother me. You're never sore during the football game, just afterwards.
There's a wire over there. See the wire netting right there? Right at the base of the tree right there. The wire netting, you can't see it?
I can't, no. Is it out in the water? Oh yeah, maybe they're trying to protect something going in that hole. Like animals or something. Girl, where are you going?
location.
Yep. Yep. Oh, now with the ground cover, it makes it hard to see. Sure.
Ready?
No, you guys, I got video.
Ready, Go-Go?
Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. What a funny Go-Go. Good job, Bubba. Good job, Bubba. What a good Boo Bear. What a good Boo Bear.
Come on, Bubba, all the way up here. Come on, all the way up here. Come on, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
Good job, buddy. What a good Boo Bear you are.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Come on, girl, let's go.
Tagging trees. How low do you gotta go to tag fucking trees? I mean, what is
That's the
genuinely
ultimate in douchebaggery right there. I'm so cool, I'm gonna tag a tree. Idiots. Idiots, idiots, idiots. Don't you know that's nature, man? Can you believe it's November and it's 50 degrees outside here in the great Pacific Northwest? Although they say we're going to get some freezing levels down to 500 feet and some snow in the foothills tonight and maybe the next couple days. Yeah, we might get later in the week, we're going to see the high of 39, it said. Certainly not freezing cold like Wisconsin or North Dakota, right? There goes your brother.
Buddy.
Go get your brother.
Good job, buddy.
Come on, bring it up. Come on, bring it up.
Get the ball. You want to get the ball, girl? Think she'll want to get it? Hey, Rufus, come on. Come on, come on. Hey, get the ball.
Good job, buddy.
No matter which mouth you feed on a two-headed snake, it still shits the same turd. But lucky for you, you have Mox News. More than 10 years. More than 60,000 videos. Mox News has been filtering the nonsense and illuminating the bullshit from your mainstream media. Turn off your TV and turn on to Mox News. For over a decade, documenting the socio-political events that have etched and carved the pathways that define today's modern mess, Mox News has been providing clarity while faithfully bringing you today's relevant stories 100% commercial-free and subscription-free. And just like Lady Liberty vows to remain free. But at this time, we're asking you for your help, your patronage, and your support to keep the lights on and the videos rolling. For less than 17 cents per day, You can become a basic subscriber, knowing that your donation is truly making a difference that will help continue bringing the news stories that make a difference in your life. Turn on, tune in, and drop a couple dimes today by clicking the link below or visiting moxnews.com and show your support at any level. From a single one-time donation or dedicated monthly subscriber, do it now in less than 2 minutes. All donations are safe, securely processed, and verified using PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover Card. As always, we're sure you'll find something of interest each and every day. This holiday season, give the gift of Mox. moxnews.com.